What was that? What was that? What's up, everybody? It's Ukoid here, the biggest Tool fan from Houston, coming at you with, we're gonna do something fun today. So there's been a trend going around with all these different songs coming out with MIDI versions that have been transcribed and replaced with the Super Mario 64 Soundfont, but I didn't really care to listen to very many of those, except for like the System of a Down ones, because those are badass. But apparently somebody has been taking the time to do entire Tool albums in this format, which is crazy. And I'm like, finally, something of this nature that matches my niche interests. So we're gonna get right into this really quick. I'm gonna acknowledge that these are not my headphones. Not that I wouldn't ever purchase a pair of these, but these are my sisters, and they make me look like a cute little Gen Zer, which technically I am, but I'm on the older end of that generation. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What's funny about them is that if I pull this up real quick, this image, this window just came up when I plugged them into my laptop. Congratulations, you now hold a competitive advantage. There is no turning back. But anyway, let's discard that. So, okay. Full disclosure, I have already listened to most of this, so I'm not going to be catching my live reactions to the first 8 tracks, but I do want to go over them just because I want to give you all my opinions on them. We are going to be listening to Lateralus and Beyond live, and giving you my live reactions to those. But the Grudge, I believe, was mostly good. I really liked it. I was vibing. But this is my first time listening with high-quality headphones. The headphones that I have are garbage right now. I need new ones. Yeah, so you get the idea. Pretty damn good. Pretty good transcription from song to MIDI. My grievance with most of these is that some of the transcriptions are kind of bad, and by bad I mean inaccurate. I'm glad that they exist, and I'm glad that this video exists. And don't get me wrong, I am not coming down on whoever made the MIDIs for doing an inaccurate job. Because transcribing super long songs like this, I'm 100% sure is hard work. So I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that this exists. Eon Blue Apocalypse, I remember, was pretty good for trying to transcribe a intro, clean, slow guitar solo that doesn't really follow a click track. Also, the bass instrument is super good. Like, they made a really good choice for this. I forgot that the notes on this were wrong. They're wrong. They're like half an octave down. The ending is mostly right, but the patient, this is the one that I have a grievance with. The beginning is awesome. This sounds great. I love this. But you will hear my grievance in a moment. Where's the drums? Could they just not, like, I don't understand. I don't know if there's like a MIDI hardware, what do you call it? Like a limitation with how many tracks you can use. But obviously this beginning part only has a few, or like 2 instruments going at once. So I don't know why they chose, the entire song lacks percussion. Like, listen. Let me find a part that best showcases that. What is this? Like, it just goes to show you, I mean, granted, like I said, there's no percussion, so it really adds to the problem, but it really just goes to show you how ineffective power chords are by themselves, like 5th chords, like the... If you just listen to it like that, like, like it was clearly placed in a sequencer, which, again, I am understanding this is MIDI, this isn't possible to completely, I mean, it's possible to recreate it with the whole Soundfont, but that would take a lot of work. But yeah, that part is just, it's so boring and doesn't do Tool justice, which I don't expect this to, but you know, like I said, some of it is really good. Like the Grudge was really good, so I don't know what's going on here. But we're gonna listen to my favorite part of this really quick, because I think this is something that the YouTuber himself actually did. I don't know if this person, OkNevermind, actually did all these midis, or if these are midis that he found that have been done for years. But either way, let's listen to Mantra, because this shit is fucking hilarious and awesome. Oh my god, that's so awesome. And just like looking at this album cover, it goes so well with it. It's me, Mario. Also, his sideburn right here looks like a little fist. But anyway, Schism, I thought, like I said, all of these midis are good, they're just not perfect. This part is good. It sounds pretty accurate to the album. As you can hear, this is one of the tracks that whoever designed these midis, they made the decision to include the actual vocals as an instrument. The Grudge and the Patient didn't really have that, and some of these other songs don't have it either. Like Ticks and Leeches is a good example where they couldn't really transcribe the vocals because a lot of the vocals are just made it going so that's understandable. But there's one part of this song in particular, if I can find it, that really disappointed me. Oh, that little part is inaccurate. It's supposed to go do-da-da-dum. This is a part that I don't like. If you hear, the low note is a D when it's supposed to be an A, and that changes the entire mood of this section. And they don't even change the root note to an F here, which they should. And then it's supposed to be an A again. F here. And then back to A. But it's just a D the whole time, and I don't know why that is. I don't like it. And then you hear the D is still there down there doing the da-da-da. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Also, the chord sequence here is wrong as well. It's supposed to be F, F, C, C, G, G, A. Hold on. Yeah, it's supposed to be F, F, C, C, G, G, A, but it's F, F, D, D, G, G, A. So it kind of doesn't work. Also, this part is just unrecognizable. It doesn't sound like the song at all. But if I remember correctly, the outro is not correct. Yeah, these notes are wrong. It's supposed to be D, E flat, C, D, E flat, C, but it goes D, A, C for some reason. Again, I don't know why that is, and it kind of ruins it a little bit. But only for me, who cares that much to attention to detail. I'm sure most people listening are like, "Oh my god, this is ridiculous." It's ridiculous to hear any song with such complex time signatures in the SM64 Soundfont. It's just so funny to imagine Mario running around just tripping balls and this music is playing in the background. It's fucking hilarious. Parabola was kind of disappointing as well. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but again, it's not perfect. Oh yeah, this one's weird. Parabola specifically is it's kind of weird because they decided to do the vocals, which I think is a good thing, but the instrument is not timed well with the instrument backing, and you'll hear what I mean if you can tell. Like, it's a little bit off in an unsatisfying way. Also, the bass is off here. It's just so weird. Like, what is that? He doesn't sing it that way. It's this reality, but it's fucking wrong. Listen to it again. Like, what is that? It's like whoever wrote this doesn't know how the song goes. Like, do you hear that? Do you hear that slight dissonance of timing? But the part we're really listening for is the transition between the two tracks, because that's one of the best parts of the whole album. That is not how he says, hold on. He doesn't say it like that. It's so bad. In fact, he got the notes in reverse, whoever transcribed this. I don't know if it was this person. So if it's not you, then don't think I'm blaming you. But yeah, he got the notes backwards. It's, hold on. But it was like, but whatever. I'm complaining too much, I know. This is what I hate about this Parabola. Where's the bass? They completely ixnayed the bass from most of this song. This part's fine because it is just percussion here. But, God, it's like they forgot that Justin Chancellor exists, and I hate it. Also, I personally don't like that in the chord sequence they go from G, 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 A, E. They go up to the high E instead of the low E, which is totally what it's supposed to be, but that's just a minor complaint. This part's good. There's supposed to be bass here. This ruins the whole thing for me. I would literally argue that the bass part during the guitar solos is more important than the solo itself because it adds so much to it that's just completely gone here. Like this whole part right here, there needs to be bass and there's no bass. Like why? The drums are on point though. They nailed it with that. Whoops. There's also no bass right here. The ding 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 is just totally missing. Also, they shoehorned a random B note in there when it's just supposed to go straight to D on beat 1 there, which... where did that come from? It's like you're listening to the song and you hear something totally different than what's actually being played. Also, there's a weird async right there that kind of ruins this part. That part's weird. You think Mario ever thinks about his own mortality when running around and dying over and over? This part is almost satisfying, but that right there is inaccurate, which kind of ruins it. It's supposed to be da-na-na-na-na, but it's just a da-na-na-na, or whatever it is. That shit rocks. This shit rocks, man. It's really good. For what it is, it's amazing. And it doesn't even do the fucking outro that Adam does. He just completely omits it. Come on, man. That part's so important to the album. But listen to these drums. There's no snare hit on beats 3 and 7. Which, granted, kind of makes sense a little bit because the snare the snares are off on the snare, so it sounds like a tom. But even if they were to use a tom from the sound font, it should still be heard on beats 3 and 7, which it kind of isn't. Which, whatever. Again, I'm being way too nitpicky with this. I apologize, but I also don't because I'm a huge Tool head and I pretty much know all these songs in and out because I've been listening to this band for years and years. That hit's pretty good. It's not too bad. I like it. Also, they put an extra measure in there before the verse begins. It's fun to imagine Mario taking out all of his anger on Bowser while this song plays. I hope you choke on this, Bowser. Bye-bye, gay Bowser. Or so long, whatever. But this instrumental is pretty damn good. It's pretty good. Except for that. This bit sounds kind of like the Patient at the beginning because it has the same instrument there. But it in the first half of the loop, god damn it, in the first half of the loop, it gets the top note backwards. It's supposed to be dun 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 dun, but it has it in reverse. So it's dun 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 dun. It's why? How does stuff like this happen in MIDI transcriptions? I don't get it. If the underwater swimming sections were replaced with this, I think I would enjoy them a whole lot more in Mario 64. Also this bass, yes! So satisfying. And the drums, yes! A lot of these parts are just, oh, they crushed it. The tempo is kind of irritating here. It's a little too fast for this section because it levels out after it passes this part. It levels out to where it's supposed to be, but just during this kind of big breakdown section, it's a little too fast. That note hits a little late, but okay. Here's what we've been looking forward to, because I haven't heard this yet. Lateralus is my favorite Tool song of all time, and has been for a little over 10 years since I first heard it. I love this intro. Sounds like the Patient again. I'm scared though. I hope the big drop after 1 minute and 12 seconds is good still. It would have been very easy for them to miss some notes here during this intro, but so far it's like almost perfectly accurate. I like it. Damn, Danny Carey's going hard on that MIDI keyboard. Sounds like I made this in Mario Paint Composer. Also, no vocals is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I love the instrumental just as much as the full version. Alright, pretty good so far. I'm with this one. This track, nailing it so far. But we got like, what, 5-6 minutes to go? It really sounds like Mario Paint drums. It's so funny. Bowser, overthinking and overanalyzing separates the body from the mind. Woohoo! Hey, the bass is still in this time during the guitar solo. Yes! Yeah, I love it. Okay, they got some notes wrong, but that's fine. That's totally cool. The chords were displaced a little bit during that one part, but that's fine. Here we go. Yes! The polyrhythm! Yes, let's go! Listen to that MIDI hi-hat go. Yes! It's so awesome. Princess, I embrace my desire to feel the rhythm, to feel connected, what is it? To bathe in the fountain, to swing on the spirals. You see, the Fibonacci sequence is, whatever. Imagine if somebody did a Mario impression of all the lyrics over this entire thing. Yes, this goes so hard! The chord structure is really good too. I love it. They just decided to sustain that one instead of going jugga jugga. Oh, there it is. Yes! Oh, that hits so hard. I love it. Okay, the ending is my favorite part of the song. Please don't butcher this. Okay, it's not too bad. Where's the high D? That's supposed to be there. It's not there. Yeah, where is it? All right, that was good. That was probably maybe like one of the two like best tracks so far. Oh, and the long sustain. I don't know how I feel about this. This is Disposition. There are definitely a lot of wrong notes. Definitely an interesting choice of instruments for this as well. Okay, this is good. Mm-hmm. What was that? What was that? That chord change did not hit in the right way at all. I feel like this one has a little bit, just a few too many inaccuracies for it really to be listenable. Well, I'm surprised that they don't use that instrument more throughout the rest of the tracks in this. It's like pretty accurate to the way Adam plays his guitar, but whatever, let's continue. This sucks. This part sucks. That's it? Now it's reflection time. I guess there wasn't really a way to have them fade into each other. That's fine. Also, this is the final track on this album. For some reason, there was no MIDI transcription of Triad, which really sucks, in my opinion. Yeah, this bass is good. This D chord right here is supposed to be an E. Really? You really couldn't get that correct? Come on, man. And the C chord is mistimed. Aw, oh, man. There's no solo here. Oh, it's kind of there. It's like faded into the background. They didn't even try. They didn't even try to get the notes right on that at all. It sounds good. I like how it sounds. I should also point out that I understand that it is pretty likely that these midis were not constructed with the SM64 Soundfont in mind. They were probably made years ago by some random person who does a lot of MIDI transcriptions of songs that they want to make MIDI transcriptions for. And they were... Sorry, these notifications keep going off. They were retroactively... The SM64 Soundfont was retroactively applied. So a lot of these problems with note inaccuracies are not to do with the SM64 Soundfont, which goes to show how good of a soundfont it is. The fact that it can be applied to like a really dark, super long progressive metal thing and still sound really good at points. No vocals here is kind of a bummer as well. I think it would add a lot to this MIDI if it had it. And in my darkest moment, fatal and weeping, the moon, she tells me a secret, my confidant. The timing. The heck, man, come on. That's way too early. That's fine. that drum roll doesn't go on long enough. What is this? Why is it like that? Does the original sound like this? The transition into the ending kind of lost me a little bit. What? Come on! Where are these extra notes coming from? Also, this has the same problem as whatever the last example was, I don't remember. But it goes da 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 instead of going for the low D there. Da 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 da. I can't hit it. You know what I mean. That's it. Wow. What a phenomenon. Like the fact that, okay, so far this guy has on his channel, where are the comments? Oh, like way down here. This guy has 10,000 Days, Anima, and Undertow. I'm wondering if Opiate will happen, and I'm definitely wondering if Fear Inoculum will happen, because Fear Inoculum, I have no idea if anybody has made any midis of those songs. But all of them would be a nightmare to create, so I don't know who's going to take that task upon themselves if it hasn't been done already. If that ever comes out with the SM64 Soundfont, I think that will be the most interesting listen. But I think next time, there's my comment. Next time I'm going to go for 10,000 Days. There was actually, somebody made a MIDI of Vicarious some time ago, apparently, and then saw this trend of Super Mario 64 Soundfont songs and dubbed the SM64 Soundfont over it, or like converted it to that sound font. But that version of Vicarious is by somebody else. The version that this person made, their version of Vicarious will sound different. So catch me next time. I'll be doing 10,000 Days next, and I haven't heard any of it yet, so only the very beginning of Vicarious, which is how I know it sounds different. But yeah, this was crazy. I wonder how many of these 22,000 views, this video came out 4 days ago, I wonder how many of these 22,000 views actually took the time to sit down and finish the album from beginning to end, because I don't think a lot of people would really go out of their way to do that. But Mantra is my favorite. I'm going to listen to that again. Oh, come on, video. Load, please. Oh, that's so good. I'm wondering how the 10,000 Days version is going to handle lip and conjuring. But fuck, why doesn't this have triad? It really should have triad, because ending on Reflection is so unsatisfying. Like, these three songs are all supposed to go together in one big giant progressive rock epic, and triad being missing is a huge bummer. The outro track, I understand why it's not there, because I don't think recreating that would even be worth the time. It's just a bunch of noise overdubbed by a guy recording a voicemail going, oh, the government, oh, aliens. But yeah, much love, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and checking out my reactions to this. This is going to be a fun journey. I can't wait to do the rest of these. I wonder how they're going to sound. Yeah, much love. I will see you guys next time. Spiral out, my friends.